Convexity king. Let's go. Little Petrov defense here. If you want to study these positions in more depth, just visit the Classroom tab on the Chess Lab. Thanks, man. Tough game, but always learning, you know? I don't really know what that does because I just come right back. And I go here. And here. And here. Not yet. This first. Okay, he misplayed that. That's okay. All right, let's go like this. And here. Just defend everything. I think we're still up a pawn. Let's see what we can do. He's sacking the rook for what? If I take here, queen check, I gotta run. There's no mate. I'm gonna take it. If I take it like this, I run the other way. Yeah, let's take it this way. Yeah, let's see. If I take, queen takes, I just drop back. Oh, he wins the rook back. That's how. All right, let's take like this. And then run. So it's probably a bad idea because he can pin. Yeah, let's try it anyway. Oh, I have a brilliant move. Look at that. If he takes, he loses the queen. Boom. Got him. All right, I lose my rook. No, I don't. All right, GG. Oh, he didn't let me play it out. That's okay. All right, let's take a look at that. I think the computer appreciates the rook sack there. All right, standard theory. What was I supposed to? I was supposed to jump in. What? If he takes like this, what happens? I kick. He retreats. Then what? Is this theory? I don't know any of this. He comes right back with check. Oh. But now he's still up a pawn. Oh, I'm threatening this and this guy. Check. Now I take. Destabilize his center. Check. How could I possibly know this? I guess if you study a ton. Oh, and then the best move, of course, here is to let the pawn go because you'll probably get your queen trapped somehow. All right. Instead, I played the logical d6. Let's see what happens. Never know when to trade or hold on to pieces. Yeah, so there's a GM who has some online content, and he says to take is a mistake as like a rule of thumb. Obviously, if you're trading and somebody takes one of your pieces, you should take back. If the situation makes sense, it's an even trade or whatever, or you would just be down material if you didn't take back. If you have the opportunity to take and there's no reason to, then I think that's what he means by to take is a mistake. Because say, for instance, here, the computer likes the bishop dropping back before as a better line than taking my knight here. Okay, I have to take back because my queen is under attack, and I just lost a piece. Fine. He brings the knight in, and I drop back. Here, I'm looking to take the knight. I don't because, let's say I do. I don't have the eval bar up, but you can see the double question mark because his natural recapture is to take with the pawn, and now this pawn is attacking my knight, which is pinned to my king. And since I can't move the knight, I'm going to lose it on the next turn. So that would be one example of to take is a mistake. So I said, all right, well, let's get rid of the bishop that's pinning my knight. He drops back. I could, advance this pawn again, force it back once more, but instead I just castle out of the pin. And this is where he made a mistake. He plays this, attacking my bishop, and immediately I saw, okay, my knight is free, and now I'm actually attacking the square 1, 2, 3 times. He's defending only twice. So in his split-second decision there, which took him 1 second, I was like, all right, thank you for the free pawn, better position. He trades. Computer says it's best because that knight is pretty strong right there. He could go like this, then I would probably take his knight because my knight has nowhere good to retreat to. And then here, yeah, I'm like, all right, I will trade this way. So yeah, the computer actually labels that an inaccuracy, saying it's best to just trade that bishop. But I didn't like the octopus knight. The knight at an outpost, meaning it's defended by another pawn, although I could kick it eventually. I took it because I saw if he takes back, if he took back this way, which was his original plan, I get another pawn. So, although there's probably a rook move that can end up causing him to win that pawn back. Anyway, he took this way instead, no problem. Then I retreat, baiting him to play this move, which I guess it's advancing pawns. I don't really know how it helps his position at this very second. He drops back, I bring my queen over, and he's looking to play mate on h7 in one move. Okay, I'll just block that. Brings the queen over, nice move, and then he's prepping this pawn push on the f file, which I didn't know. I didn't know what his plan was. I thought he was probably planning to do something, but I didn't know what. But yeah, I should have been able to see that because my bishop was pinning this pawn to the king. So that move was just getting out of the pin. Here I'm looking to open up some of this stuff. He takes. Okay, great. So yeah, the computer doesn't like taking there because if he brings his bishop, then when I take and he takes, now this pawn is pinned. right? And his bishop is in a better position because it has come forward. So here, he takes instead. And I'm like, okay, great. That's what I wanted. So I take. Then he pushes. I'm like, all right, I got no issue with that. I bring the king up. I could have pushed there. And then he takes. I get to take with the queen. He takes. You probably thought this was brilliant because, oh, I can even take with the rook. The issue is this. I didn't even realize I can just drop back. He takes. I run. Oh, I even block with queen. So, in any case, he took. I took with the king. And here I expected him to play this. And then this. Which he didn't. Instead, it was slightly different because he played the bishop first. And then he brought the rook over, pinning my queen. And you might think, oh no, my queen, right? I can't move it out of the way. He can't even take his, quote, free queen or slide out of danger somehow. So here, he brings the rook over, pinning my queen. But I'm able to play rook f1, check. Gets a double exclam because either he moves here and I pick up the rook. I could take with anything, really. Because his queen is pinned, so a queen cannot even escape if she wanted to. Or he takes with rook and loses the queen. Then he thought he got me right back, but that was in the line of sight of my queen. So I took. Here, it's mate in 3. He resigned in this position, but let's just play it out, right? He can't move this bishop because he's currently in check. His only move is here, and then we have a little, I think it's called like the bong cloud mate, where you go in and out. So in, queen is blocking, cutting off this diagonal, king has to come back. Bishop comes here. This is important because this is a discovered check, and now the king cannot escape if pieces were to come back in. And then the queen comes in. Boom. So, a matter of fact, that's also mate. So, there you go.